Welcome to the RevMD Podcast with me, your host, Dr. Debra Durst, and my co-host.
Hey guys, Farideh Golembiewski, family nurse practitioner here at Revitalize NB. And we are talking about libido and testosterone boosters.
The most scandalous products ever.
Well, it's the most scandalous name.
Yeah. What was it again?
Horny Goat Weed. Not, as otherwise, our camera guy says, honey weed goat.
Yeah. Definitely not the one. So it's Horny Goat Weed. It is a pretty scandalous name, though.
It is. And it usually gets a giggle when I recommend it to patients.
Yeah.
And I think they think I'm messing with them, but that is the name of it.
Yeah. No, it's one of the best names for sure. Easy to remember.
Yeah.
So, but also you had on there, like it was it was named after like a herder.
Yeah. So his goats, it all came about because the goats were in a field eating this herb and they were getting it on.
Yeah.
So
isn't that interesting?
It's horny goat weed. That's kind of how the name came about.
Yeah.
But this
I wonder
has
if that's
been around.
A myth.
It might be. I don't know. That might be who knows? I don't know if we'll ever know. Goats getting frisky in a field.
It's a good story. It'll definitely remember. You'll remember the name.
Yeah.
Maybe Alan will remember the name now too.
That's it.
Yeah.
But it is a herb and used in traditional Chinese medicine. So it's been around for quite a while, and it's been used in sexual health for quite a while as a libido booster. It has been talked about as a testosterone booster as well, but we'll get a little bit more into that. So you'll have to listen to the end.
And like you said, all the good things come from Asia.
All the good things come from Asia as you listen to any of our other podcast topics on supplements. The other one, I believe, was Tongkat Alley that comes from Southeast Asia. So everything comes from Asia.
Everything
that's good,
comes from,
apparently.
If it's good, yeah.
Supplement-wise.
So this one does all the things, increases libido, and again, hormonal support, bone health, and energy and cognition. So all of those things, breaking that down as far as the libido and sexual function.
Yeah. So one of the things that horny goat weed can do is increase nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is huge for sexual wellness, for increasing blood flow, to help with sexual function, but then also increasing free testosterone, which can also help with libido.
And when it comes to improved nitric oxide and blood flow, when you're talking about erectile tissue in both men and women, I just was kind of giggling or laughing because it comes up that, again, the clitoris is our penis. And so just think it's improving that erectile tissue as well. And so
you've got to add that in always, right?
Got to add that in, which
the
is
clitoris
why I was
penile tissue. It enlarges and gorges.
It is our
blood,
penis.
Just like the penis.
Yeah, it's our penis.
And it needs nitric oxide too.
Yeah.
It doesn't discriminate.
No, it does not. That's arousal tissue for us as well. Increases the blood flow in. Yeah. It's necessary. So, and then hormonal support with that testosterone production.
It mimics kind of like a Viagra, a PDE5 inhibitor. Also, so it can help with blood flow in that way.
And then just think, as you are increasing your sex drive with that nitric oxide and that testosterone production, that you can increase your bone density, especially for postmenopausal women. Yeah. So definitely something to keep in mind. In Libido Stim for Female, we'll put the link in the description, is a supplement that does all the things, has the different ingredients in it that will increase testosterone and increase libido, but also has other cognitive and bone health benefits. So
I thought it was pretty interesting, the study that showed that it improves bone mineral density and decreases bone turnover in postmenopausal women over 2 years. That's a pretty big deal as a supplement to support bone health as a bonus. But, for you guys out there, it's all about the testosterone production within the testes to increase testosterone and libido as well. So there's that as well.
Yeah.
It's a twofer.
You get all the benefit, and then cognition and just mood enhancement too. So those are lots of, those are 4 good benefits of this supplement. We never use this just alone. It's in a combination supplement that increases libido in both men and women, at least the product that we use, which is medical grade. And we will have the link in the description. So the usual standard doses are on our supplements because it'll vary, with whatever supplement company you're using. But for us, it'll come with how to take it, but 250 to 1,000 milligram for horny goat weed.
And it comes in many different forms.
Yeah.
So there are tinctures, there are extracts, there are teas out there. We use a extract. That's what's in our blend.
Yeah.
And that's the standardized dosing and most of the research that's out there.
Yeah. And so safety and precautions, generally safe, not much in the way of issues. But again, maybe high blood pressure patient should avoid or check with their primary care doctor. And
so what she's referring to is on a prior podcast, she made fun of me for making the very blanket statement of check with your healthcare professional before starting any new supplements. That is kind of our blanket safety term that we say across the board. So that's what she's doing. She's taking a direct hit at me, but that's okay.
It kind of sounded like one of those advertisements with the drug companies on like TV, which again,
the list
should not
of
even
ends
happen.
in death.
And then please check with your healthcare provider before taking this dangerous, medication that's approved by.
It's not that dangerous, but there are some precautions with blood pressure medicine. If you are taking Viagra or Cialis or anything like that, maybe having some dose adjustment. I've never had to adjust someone's dose on those that have taken this supplement before, but that is a possibility. Mm-hmm. So definitely whenever you're adding any supplement or medication that can improve erectile function, you want to add cautiously.
Yes. And again, having those conversations about what to look for, prolonged erections over 4 hours, what you would need to do in case that happens, just so that you are available or at least have given some instruction on what to do if anything ever happens.
But like I said, with this supplement, I've never had to dose adjust anyone. Now, when we are doing this along with nitric oxide and maybe some sexual wellness treatments that improve blood flow, then we start talking about, okay, we need to pull back some of these medications, some of these supplements, because they're not as necessary as we're regenerating tissue and improving overall blood flow and health.
And especially if we're starting to get better erections and we're having those conversations with our patients and we're getting better erections, and those are things that we want to have conversations every time we're doing a regenerative treatment, such as Gaines wave or acoustic shock wave and injections like PRP injections. So as they're getting better erections, having those conversations about potentially looking out for or eliminating a supplement or decreasing the dose of it. So
right. That's the whole goal with any of these, is that these supplements are meant to do that, support the functionality. Mm-hmm. But as you do in our office, we're very comprehensive. We like regenerative treatment. So as you're doing those regenerative treatments, you should be able to peel back your medications or even take less of those supplements as a whole.
Yes. So this is a good one. It's generally safe and works too. And works very well with other supplements in the libido stem to increase testosterone and increase erectile function and other health benefits. So definitely let us know if you've ever tried the Horny Goat Weed and what your experience was, or any other supplements that you've used to increase testosterone, sex drive, or overall sexual function. And we are, again, willing to talk about anything else that you might want to discuss that we have not yet hit, because we're willing to deep dive into anything sexual wellness and wellness.